From the north of England. Welcome to my next video for gel press. Today I'm going to be using my 8x10. I'm going to show you how I make these full-size backgrounds, lots of stencils, lots of layers, and I've been making feathers. It's the perfect thing to do with your mop-up page, your braid-off page, any extra prints, and you can use these to make additions and little collage elements on your journal page, like that. As usual, my video will be in two parts. Part 1 will be making the background. Part 2 will be taking print through to project, and I'll show you how to complete a full-size journal page. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! I'm going to be using my 8x10 gel press plate so that I can print a larger journal page. I'm going to be working on this loose leaf card. I get a lot of questions about the card I use, and actually I just get mine in an office supplies store. This is just a coated card, and I'm using a lightweight 200 GSM because I want to stick this into my journal, so I don't want it too heavy. We're also going to be cutting up backgrounds that we print to make these little collage feathers, so I want something quite lightweight that I can manipulate a little bit. I've picked out some larger stencils. In the past, if you see my videos, you'll have seen me building up the page bit by bit, layer and layer. This time I'm working on more of an all-over design, so I want something that will cover the whole plate. So I've picked out some here by Dina Wakley and Dylusions for Ranger. I don't know exactly which ones I'm going to use yet, but I've picked those out ready. So I've got my brayer at the ready, my speedball brayer. I've got my acrylic paints. I'm using Dina Wakley Media line paints, and I'll explain colours and anything else that I use as I go along, because right now I'm not completely sure what I'm going to be doing. I'm starting with some turquoise and lime directly onto my gel plate. I've also got a piece of card ready just to brayer off. Sometimes that's your nicest piece, actually, your accidental, not overthinking it page. And that might be the piece that I end up cutting some feather shapes out of, we'll see. So there's my layer 1. For my second layer I'm going to add a bit of cheddar. But this time I'm working it on the mat first because I don't want too much paint as my second layer. I don't want to cover up everything, so I'm just adding very, very lightly. I just get that kind of hint of cheddar on there. I'm going to place my Dylusion stencil now straight onto the plate, and I'm using lime again, so this is the colour that is already on my background, so I'm just building it up a bit, just picking up that excess paint there. So that's left me now with my stencil design. Same technique again. So I'm not going to go over the whole thing with the white. I might just build in little bits. First print, you can see the blue and green I started with. I've added some green circles through a stencil, which you can just see peeping through the background. The blue flowers, some white circles. I've added touches of Cheddar orange colour in there. I'm going to leave that one there for now, and I'm going to have a play around now with some different colour combinations. In a little bit of white. Now, doing it this way, I'm leaving the stencil in place. I'm going to add some white, but I can just then add it in patches. I'm not perhaps going to go all over. Start this last one with a touch of yellow. I'm going to build up quite a lot of layers of colour, so I'm just starting with light layers. Always look better when you trim them down. There's plenty more work to be done on these. If you want to join me in part 2, I'll show you how I turn these very rough and early stages of my prints into a completed project.